Ryan Reynolds is making headlines for two very different reasons this week. On one hand, his wife, actress Blake Lively, just scored another legal victory in the long-running dispute involving Justin Baldoni. On the other hand, Reynolds was spotted enjoying the atmosphere at the 2026 FIFA World Cup as Canada played its opening match. The timing has naturally drawn attention. While the court battle involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni appears to be winding down, Ryan Reynolds seems to be focusing on family, business ventures, and one of his biggest passions, sports. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share for more updates. Thanks. Let's start with the legal story. A federal judge recently ruled that Blake Lively is entitled to recover certain legal fees and costs related to defending herself against Justin Baldoni's countersuit. However, the judge declined to award the additional punitive damages and broader financial penalties that Lively had requested. The ruling came after much of the larger legal conflict had already been settled between the parties. For anyone who hasn't followed the story, the dispute began after Lively filed allegations against Baldoni related to their work on the film It Ends With Us. Baldoni denied the allegations and responded with a major countersuit that also named Ryan Reynolds. Over time, several claims from both sides were dismissed, and the case evolved into one of Hollywood's most talked-about legal battles before a settlement was reached earlier this year. One thing many people have noticed is that Ryan Reynolds has remained remarkably disciplined in public. Unlike many celebrity spouses who might engage in interviews or social media battles, Reynolds has largely avoided public commentary on the latest rulings. There's been no verified public statement from him celebrating the legal fee award or criticizing Baldoni following this latest decision. Based on the available reporting, Reynolds appears to be maintaining the same strategy he has followed throughout much of the dispute. Let the lawyers handle the courtroom while he stays focused on professional and personal commitments. In my opinion, that's probably the smartest move. The legal battle became incredibly public, and every statement from either side was scrutinized. By avoiding emotional public reactions, Reynolds reduces the risk of creating new headlines that could complicate matters further. Now let's talk about the World Cup. While legal news involving Blake Lively was dominating entertainment headlines, Ryan Reynolds was seen attending Canada's opening FIFA World Cup match against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto. Reynolds, one of Canada's most recognizable global celebrities, was shown supporting the national team as the country made another appearance on soccer's biggest stage. This appearance shouldn't surprise anyone who follows Reynolds. Sports have become a major part of his public identity, especially after his ownership involvement with the football club Wrexham alongside Rob McElhenney. Reynolds has transformed from a Hollywood star who casually enjoyed sports into someone deeply invested in football culture and fan communities. What stood out to me is the contrast between the two stories unfolding at the same time. One story is about courtroom drama, settlements, legal fees, and years of conflict. The other is about national pride, sports, and fans coming together during the biggest sporting event in the world. Ryan Reynolds appears to be choosing which story he wants to be part of, rather than making the latest court ruling about himself. He was photographed supporting Canada at the World Cup. That's a much more positive narrative and one that aligns with the image he has built over the years. Whether you support Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, or simply follow the case from a distance, the latest ruling suggests the legal chapter is nearing its conclusion. Blake Lively secured reimbursement for legal expenses, but not the additional damages she sought. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds appears to be moving forward, focusing on family, business, and cheering on Canada at the World Cup. And honestly, after nearly 2 years of lawsuits, countersuits, headlines, and public scrutiny, that's probably exactly where he wants the conversation to be.